Man, today's joke of the day is
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Cobb Podcast.
welcome to the quietest podcast in the world. Welcome to the ASMR.
That's not true.
Really?
You're the loudest.
Because we get pretty fucking loud.
Oh, thank you.
See?
I had to set the tone.
Appreciate it.
Yep, no worries.
All right. Well, how's everyone doing tonight? Colton, how you doing?
Awful.
Awful.
Cool.
No.
Just, take a turkey and
Turkey.
do what you want to it. Yeah. I mean,
Wait, what?
don't do that, but
Well, if I can do what I want to it, you're
It's my turkey.
countering your own
The
advice.
country of Turkey?
he's kidding Peter. Or is
Damn,
he?
last week it took
Go
2
fuck
minutes.
itself.
Barndor, how are you doing?
Yeah.
Yes, I agree too.
Bunch
Yeah.
of nutcase fucks.
Yeah,
They know what they signed
They're
up
pretty
for.
bizarre.
They know what they signed up for.
Oscar, how are you?
Yeah, how's it going, everyone? It's going good.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's going right.
that was some pretty hot salsa.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, some damn good steak. High five. Crispy.
Crispy.
Cyrus, how are you?
The game you were looking for last week was Fallout Shelter. I thought I'd answer that.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, sorry. I shouted
someone-
from the bathroom, but you couldn't hear me.
Yeah,
Yeah.
You had a massive shit to take.
minor.
And I do have all the achievements, Brandon. You're right.
Yes.
Thank you for reiterating.
I thought my impression was immaculate.
He was here for a second.
Yeah.
But not you weren't impersonating anybody.
Intermittently.
Yeah, that wasn't Brandon. That was me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You ran in real quick with
Of
the
course.
toilet paper hanging out. I got a flat tire on the way over here.
Oh
Nice.
yeah.
Like a beer?
No. No.
Or it's a fat tire.
No, flat.
Oh, flat.
The beer's
Yeah.
Fat
fat
beers.
Yeah.
That's an actual beer.
fat
Yeah,
tire. Yeah.
tire.
What the
Fat
fuck
tire,
you
yeah, it's a
mean?
beer.
Fat tire's a beer. Yeah.
I've never heard of it.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
all over the place.
Yeah.
Is it really?
Yeah.
like
I've never
PBR.
seen it.
It's a pretty
PBR?
popular.
Pabst Blue Ribbon.
Oh yeah, that one I
Yeah.
know.
Rolling Rock?
Oh God.
Is that the green one?
Natty Light, baby. Just kidding. Please don't drink.
I've
that.
never had. What was it? Fat tire? Is it? What kind of beer is it?
PBR.
Fucking no.
Yeah.
It's probably
It's like PBR.
Shitty,
Yeah.
shitty.
That was a really
cheap
shitty
IPA.
Okay.
It's like a
okay.
Bush Light.
IPA light. It'd be cool to get into brewing beer and such.
Oh, of course.
I didn't do anything.
Hey, he didn't knock everything over.
No.
Yeah.
I have a family
Oh no,
friend.
I'm sorry. It's a Belgian. It's a ale.
Do you know what celebrity
Ale. Okay.
is into like brewing now and has his own brewery and is like very passionate about
Cole Sprouse.
making beer?
Hank Schrader.
Yeah, no, he's correct. I think it's Dylan Sprouse.
Dylan Sprouse.
Dylan Sprouse.
One of the twos.
He played Zach and Cody.
Okay.
Sweet guy.
Donkey Kong.
He also has a video game degree
Mhm.
as well before he went to brewing because he
That's
wasn't sure what to
pretty
do.
sick. That's sick.
Yeah, he's like very passionate about it, and he's making his own beer now, and he's like actually good at it, and he respects it. And
Have you tried it?
no, I don't live on the East Coast.
Oh.
Fuck, really?
Wow.
It's probably where his brewery's at. I mean, that's what's
Brewery.
New York brewery.
Berry.
No, they're from Boston. They're Massachusetts.
You want some clam chowder? Yeah.
Yeah, I remember when Mr. Mosby caught that foul ball, and then the
Murdered
Red
that
Sox
man?
lost the game. Yeah, man,
Hot sauce.
damn, bro. And then he gave driving lessons the next day.
Spaghetti
Prindle.
in a tube sock.
That was a great sitcom for a kid's show.
Yeah.
I fucking loved it.
Yeah, that was a good one. What's your guys' favorite kind of beer?
London Tipton. Oh, what?
Well,
Hoobity whatty?
you know, Lemon Tinted is?
Favorite kind of beer?
Not this one, but the actual one of this one.
The Montucky
Yeah. Montucky cold snacks.
For sure.
I'd probably say Blue Moon and seasons when to pick up.
Yeah.
And just
I don't
drink.
like beer.
Fair enough.
Beer,
point.
that's fair.
If I were to get one, it would probably be a Stone IPA.
That was a very
Stout.
anti-Brett Kavanaugh statement right there, Colton. I like beer, okay?
I like to drink it.
I like to drink it, okay?
Tastes good.
I was young.
I do
Okay.
not like to drink it.
Thank you,
Okay.
Brandon. All right.
Cool. Cool beans.
Dishing it back in.
What? Stop looking at me.
You're singing. What?
What's your favorite Kendrick song, Brandon?
Lamar.
Thank you.
Okay.
Is Lamar his first, middle, or last name?
Yeah.
Jackson.
Fair.
Odom.
Yeah. Jackson's his last name.
Yeah,
so.
Kendrick Lamar Jackson Odom. Thank you.
I'm glad we cleared the air on that.
Lamar Odom Beckham Jr.
That's kind of fire. Does he have
Jermaine.
a winery?
Cole
O'Neal.
Jermaine O'Neal.
I want to make a wine.
Call it J.
Vini.
O'Neal.
Dude, I've always wanted to brew my own mead.
I'm gonna put my sweaty toes in grapes and then feed it to you.
What?
I thought you said meat.
Mead.
Yeah, no, mead. I know. I thought that's what I thought you said meat, and I was like,
I'm gonna make meat.
first we're brewing plants, and now
And we're
And-
cultivating
I'm
mead.
concerned right now.
Yeah. Well, people like use shoes to step on grapes to mush them up for
No, they
wine
don't.
and shit.
they don't use shoes.
Use your
Well,
feet.
They use
Yeah.
bare feet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they use bare feet?
Yeah.
I thought they
Yeah.
had a special type of shoe.
No.
Never mind.
You get all that fungus in there.
That's kind of fucky.
Oh man, didn't you remember that old E-Bombs World video with that girl that fell out of the grape bin?
What if she has a hangnail? What if she has a hangnail and then you get the hangnail in your wine?
Ooh,
That sucks.
That's a little special
Yeah.
surprise. It's a special surprise they
So you
added.
pay extra for so that
Secret
gamer girl feet.
ingredient.
Yeah.
Extra
Guys,
protein.
we should definitely though make a Cobb Bros mead or wine.
Cobb Bros mead. Yes, I'm so down. We should do it
Eventually.
for Christmas.
Fuck yeah,
We should
Christmas
do a
mead.
Cobb Bros meat.
Meat.
Yeah.
Dude, I'll give you my Cobb Bros meat.
Hmm.
Fuck.
Gosh,
Oh,
damn.
okay.
I think I'm
Sorry.
gonna stay home.
It's
that
pretty,
day.
it's pretty. I'm excited to do it. We're gonna get giant glass 5-gallon jars
Okay.
and put alcohol. Or don't put alcohol. We're gonna make,
Make
the alcohol.
alcohol.
Make the alcohol.
We straight make alcohol, okay?
Yeah, I want to make one with juniper berries
Responsibly.
because that's
And she made that mead with juniper berries.
always wanted to try it since then.
Honey mead with juniper berries. Then he dies.
Right there.
No, it's because I
That's
joined the.
Raylo.
Yeah, it's exactly because I joined the Imperials, and
Oh.
no rebels come in my kingdom.
No. Did you always choose the Imperials when you
For
played?
most of my playthroughs, I've done a couple as the Stormcloaks, but it's more.
I
fun.
always pick the Stormcloaks.
Yeah.
G 100% of the time.
Yes,
Yeah.
100% of the time.
Well,
Or the iguana.
I always pick.
Argonian.
Argonian.
Ish.
I've also done I've done the Nords mostly, and then I do Khajiits.
There was a maid.
If
and
not,
she was lusty.
because
Khajiit has swears.
Khajiit has claws, so if you don't have a weapon at the start of the game, you can just
That's plus
slap
15
people.
melee damage.
and you can see at night.
Yeah, but anybody
Has
can
night
get the
vision.
golden claw.
Well, I mean, just their bare hands or
Oh,
weapons.
okay.
Like their
Yeah.
bare hands do more damage. Like if you're in a fist fight.
Yeah.
So especially if you have those missions where you have the bar fight, you literally just go.
Yeah.
Sit down, bitch.
Do not
Stop,
talk
bitch.
to
I
me.
got fucking-
I've done Khajiits and I've done like the elves because I just like using magic.
Yeah.
I am
But
a high elf.
I think my newest playthrough, I'm doing some kind of elf because I was doing a magic one, and I only use the bound sword and shit
There you go.
because I use the bound sword and it levels up your one handed. So just
Just
fucking.
keep and conjuring. Just
Yeah.
keep going.
As I walk around, I just keep making them.
How about you, David? Do you use Stormcloaks?
Oh,
Like what? You go load up a fresh game.
which one's the
Skyrim.
Wolverine?
What? The Wolverine.
Yeah, or you turn into a werewolf?
That's the
That's later.
that's
The companions.
The companions. Yeah,
Yeah.
Oh.
that's a different side quest.
I'm sorry. Well, what were the benefits?
In the main, you either join the Imperials or the Stormcloaks, and
It's just decides who gets White Run.
at
I
the
think-
at the end of it, you attack. If you're the Imperials, you invade Solitude and kill Ulfric Stormcloak, and if you do the Stormcloaks, then you go to the Empire, and
Kill General Tullius.
you kill Tullius. And I usually always pick the Imperials because I would do the Dark Brotherhood, and there's a later on Dark Brotherhood mission where you kill the Emperor, and so I'm like, fuck the Empire. So, but
While
like,
blo-
but
working
while
with
being
the
one of
Empire.
them, yeah, they don't even know. It's the inside job.
Oh, it's so secretive.
I like to secretly betray every companion thing that I can do.
Hell yeah.
To the limit of it until before they kick me out, because it's like, hey, don't do that. It's like,
You may be Thane of White Run.
You know, I think I've always pretty much made a straight run for the Thieves Guild.
that's a good one to do.
Yep.
It's always fun. Nightingale.
know.
You can get the Nightingale armor
Yeah.
right off the bat.
The
Yeah.
Nightingale armor's badass. Moon Knight armor, dude.
Moon Knight.
Straight up Moon Knight armor.
Rush the Dark Brotherhood.
The Dark Brotherhood. I remember
Yep.
that one briefly.
Both of those are good to get some good items.
The
and
Dark Brotherhood's good
money.
because you get a mount.
Yep.
The
you
Shadow Man, right?
The Shadow, and that horse cannot die. It's invincible. You could jump it
Well,
off a cliff and
it
it'll kill
can-
you, but it'll respawn.
It can die, but it'll come back.
Yeah.
There's something similar in Fallout 3. you know how armor degrades over time,
Mhm.
and you get power armor in that game, and sometimes it's hard to
dropped it
repair
on the
your
floor.
armor because either you need a lot of not a lot of ammo, a lot of caps, or you need to find similar armor to repair everything.
To like
Yeah.
fuse it together or whatever.
If you play the Operation Anchorage DLC, I don't know if it's standard, but or if it's a glitch, but on at least on the Xbox 360, if you get the winterized T45, its condition doesn't degrade at all whatsoever.
Whoa.
It's the only armor in the game that doesn't degrade.
So it just works.
In
Yeah.
3?
In 3, yeah, but you have to play the Operation Anchorage DLC to completion.
I've seen
Yeah,
people
that's
play through
correct.
that one. That's a cool DLC.
Mhm.
Oh, you only get that suit when at the very end of the like the
Yeah.
level. Or
And it's the best armor in the game because it doesn't degrade, so you don't ever have to worry about.
damn,
I
it's high quality shit.
My save for Fallout 3 is a little busted. I always remember Gavin from Achievement Hunter. He always talked about Oblivion, how he put so much stuff in a chest that the game lags every time he opens the door to go into his house because there's so much stuff in that chest. In Fallout 3 in your Megaton house, I have so much stuff in that fridge.
Everything.
Yeah, last I counted, there was like 300 ant meats and so many stim packs, and I pile all the ammo that I can into that fridge.
Yeah, hell yeah. If you never know you need it.
Hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of like everything in the game. I just collect everything and stuff it in the fridge.
Hell fuck yeah.
Fallout 4 and the Hearthfire DLC for Skyrim took up all my time when it came to storage shit like that. Because I was like, I have so many boxes. I'm gonna sit here and organize everything and make
Yeah.
it look nice.
Get lost in that shit for hours on end.
I just put the weapons up on the wall and like there were before I had the DLC where there's actual weapon racks in Fallout 4. There was a glitch where you could make them like float up on a wall and
I
shit
remember
like that. And that's what I would do. I'd just fucking stack them like that, and then you'd fuck up one, and the entire wall would go down.
Oh,
Oh, sorry.
went that
But,
hard.
yeah, that's exactly what it went like.
There's a very unfortunate thing in Fallout 4 where you don't own any of the workshop update DLCs because they're with the season pass.
Mm-hmm.
They're 100% worth having.
Yeah.
Fallout 4 did something weird where the season pass launched for $30 and they were like, "Oh, you get all this DLC with the game." And then they decided to add 2 more DLCs to the game. And then they increased the price from $30 to $50.
Lovely.
Yeah,
Oh
but
my
they
God.
gave people like a 2-week grace period where they were like, "Okay, we're announcing that we're raising it in 2 weeks. So if you want it for 30,
Get it
buy
now.
it for
Okay.
30." And we bought it for 30 before it raised.
But
But
they tell people.
I think I
it's
got it
fair.
on sale
So
one day.
yeah, there's the very first 2 packs was like a workshop update and one called Automatron where it gave you a couple of robot missions and then it lets you build your own robot and then you get more things that you can build. Then
There's
there
a bunch of hostile robots in the world too.
yeah, and then
Oh
there
my
was
God.
Far Harbor, another workshop update that included the vaults where you can build your own vault in the game.
That one's cool.
Then they added another workshop upgrade called Contraptions where you're able to build stuff like be a redstone engineer in Fallout.
Nice.
Yeah, dude, I seen people make like Deathclaw fight pits
Yeah.
out of
Yep.
the shit.
Yeah.
And then
It's
they
awesome.
And then they came out with Nuka World, but it was like compare the last couple Fallout games. Like Fallout 3 had 5 DLC packs, like main storylines that you can play through. Then Fallout 4, New Vegas had 4,
Mm-hmm.
and then Fallout 4 had 2.
1 or 2. What was the second one?
It was 2, and then the other
Far
4
Harbor.
were like a couple missions and workshop updates.
Okay, so it was Nuka World and Fallout Harbor, though the two.
Far Harbor.
Nuka and Far Harbor,
Yes, those are the 2
Gotcha.
expansions, like the main expansions for Fallout 4.
like with actual stories and shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
Got it.
In a different like area in the world too. Like it took you out of the
The main
wasteland.
map.
Yeah.
Okay.
Far Harbor's awesome.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
The harpoon guns, fucking awesome.
Hell yeah. I haven't gotten the DLC, but I did beat out through what's it called? Fallout 4.
Which faction did you go with to the end?
Brother.
The Brotherhood?
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I just want to get power armor. I just want
Yeah.
power armor.
Same.
Yeah.
That's what I did.
I
Yeah,
worked,
something you can do that I learned to just steal, totally legit steal power armor. You just when you find patrols of Brotherhood Steel people, you just sneak up behind them and take the power core or the fusion core out of their armor. They'll hop out of it and keep walking, and then once they're out of sight, you put the fusion core back in and hop in it.
Oh my god, really?
You have a fresh set of armor.
Wow.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Every single time I come across a group of Brotherhood Steel people, I pop out of my armor and I steal theirs.
That's
Because
awesome.
if you kill them, it'll go on the ground and you can only pick up the thing. You don't have the chassis.
Yeah.
So you just do that. Whoop, there you go.
They got whole ass
it's like
armor.
Fallout
all free.
76 shit.
Yeah. I never thought about that.
It's fucking awesome.
The problem with Fallout 4 though for me was that it just gives you power armor at the beginning if you follow the main quest line.
Oh yeah, and like it's
And there's no
20 minutes into the game.
Yeah, there's no training. You can just hop in.
Yeah.
It's,
Just use
it's
it.
pretty shitty armor and it's missing 2 pieces, but still power armor at the beginning of the game. It's like, oh, I'm fucking invincible, and then
Yeah.
then you run into the wasteland, and then it runs out of batteries, and you're like,
I'm
oh,
vulnerable now.
I can't move. I have picked up 20 guns.
Have y'all played the game on survival difficulty?
Fuck that.
No.
I have, but it's so brutal.
hard. It basically ramps the difficulty up to the max, you can only save when you sleep in a bed, and there's no fast traveling. You have to walk everywhere.
You can save, like you can exit the game and come back to it, but whenever you die, you go back to whenever you last slept.
No, thank you.
Gross.
Yeah.
Gross.
Disgusting.
It's hard. It's really fucking hard.
I thought that the fucking one in New Vegas was hard, where you had to eat and drink and all that and survive with it.
That's what the survival was in New Vegas?
The hardcore mode on New Vegas, yeah, you have to eat and drink water.
Holy
and
shit.
you have to find
And the
purified
collector's
water and
edition
all
of the
that.
game gave you a canteen to start the game with.
Yeah,
You take a sip from your trusty Vault 13.
Yep.
canteen.
Oh, I always saw that come up, and I was like, "What the fuck is that? Why can't I actually put this in my hand and use it?" And it just kept me hydrated.
It was so weird because like I had the regular edition of that game, no DLC, nothing, and I would just play through it all day. That disc broke. Tyson went out and got the Ultimate Edition because it had just come out like a few weeks before with all the DLC.
Yeah.
And that Vault 13 canteen where you take a sip, it pissed me off. Couldn't fucking figure it out.
Yeah, same.
Why could I use it?
Nothing will ever be as magical for me in a Fallout game than the very first time I played Old World Blues. If you've never experienced Old World Blues, it is the only reason to play New Vegas, I think.
That one's pretty fun.
It had some baller DLC. I say New Vegas easily takes the cake for the most baller DLC in the Fallout series because it starts off with Dead Money, which you go to the opening of the Sierra Madre Casino.
Uh-huh.
But it's a casino that was supposed to open after the bombs fell. So it never quite opened. So you meet this man, I forget what his name is, it's something Domino. And this something Domino guy, the door just started creeping open, freaked all of us out.
The ghost.
You meet this Domino feller, and he's like, I was supposed to perform. He's a ghoul. He's like, I was supposed to perform on the opening night, and he never got his chance. So he kidnaps a bunch of people from the wasteland and puts some collars on them, and you're in charge of going and clearing all the bad guys and getting it ready for opening night.
Oh my god.
The second DLC pack is you go to Utah and you meet a bunch of natives,
That one's awesome.
and you meet Joshua Graham.
You go to Utah.
Yeah. I forget what Joshua Graham's significance in the game is because I can't think clearly right now.
He was like the leader of the religion, the religious people, and he sat there and made the
Legion.
1911s. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, he was severely burned and he wears a face wrapper on his face.
Uh.
And then Old War Blues is like you go to this weird dome town that's isolated from the world that's being run by 4 robots. And the opening dialogue, you spend like 30 minutes talking to them, and it's the funniest shit on the planet. Like you wave at them.
It is ridiculous.
Yeah, you start talking to them, and like there's a point where like you have a bunch of options, and if you choose to wave at them, the main robot is like, oh, he's got so many penises on his hands. Oh no, because he doesn't know what fingers are. I don't know. It's awesome, and the dialogue in it is insane, and it's got crazy. Like if you have the Wild Wasteland perk, there's a really tiny death claw that comes out of a doghouse.
I never understood that perk.
Wild Wasteland?
Yeah.
It just makes random shit happen.
It's basically simulating like your mind's messing with you. So
I've never came across anything though.
You probably did, but you didn't realize that it was it.
There's a random one out in the wasteland, like you're walking and it pops up, and there's a fridge with a dead body in it, and he's got a whip and a cowboy and it is
it's Indiana Jones. Yep.
Oh wow.
So basically,
Yep.
it lets you see references and it lets you see things that you wouldn't normally see without the perk. Like the only way to get the alien blaster in Fallout New Vegas is you need the Wild Wasteland perk, and then you'll find a crashed UFO in the wasteland.
Somewhere in the wasteland.
And you kill the aliens and you pick up the alien blaster. It's the only alien blaster in the game.
Wow. Okay.
So it's a fun
It's
perk.
like the IWYHB skull in Halo, making random shit just happen.
And then the final DLC pack is Lonesome Road, and I think that's with another one of the couriers.
Country Road.
You meet another courier
Yeah, I think so.
because the game is you're delivering a platinum
Right.
chip, and then Benny shoots you.
Yeah, I
because he takes
remember.
your chip. Yeah, so basically it's revealed that there are 6 items. You were the 6th courier. Well, in Lonesome Road, you meet one of the other couriers.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Huh.
Yep.
What was originally being delivered in the first place? Like all the packages.
So it was a platinum chip. It was platinum casino items. So one was like a chess piece, and then I forget what some of the others were, but they were all platinum.
Okay.
And Lonesome Road, I don't want to spoil it, but Lonesome Road reveals the depth of why you're a courier and why you're doing what you're doing.
Holy shit.
It's probably got some of the best story, but I love Old World Blues because it's just so funny. It's so funny, and that's where you get the proton axes, and you meet this tiny little Securitron, and his name is fucking Muggsy. Collect all the coffee mugs in the game because you can sell a coffee mug to him for 40 caps each.
Wow.
So if
Wow.
you walk in with 200
Cups.
mugs, you get 8,000 caps. It's awesome.
Holy shit. He really likes mugs.
Yeah, his name's Muggsy. That's
Amazing.
all he's passionate about. And then everything in that little like hub area that you interact with, you just interact with appliances. And there's like an evil toaster that wants to take over the world, but it's a toaster. So he's just like,
And you just talk with them.
he's like, hey, you want to stick your hands in here? Come here a little closer.
Come take a bath with me.
It's dope. I love the DLC packs in that game.
Yeah, I still need to play through it. I haven't finished it, unfortunately.
Okay.
But I know, like, I'm on. Where am I? I'm like helping Benny, like, take over for Mr. White or Mr. House.
Mr. House.
Yeah.
Mr. White.
Not
Yeah, 'cause-
Mr. White.
That New Vegas is another one where there's a bunch of different ways that you can get to the same ending.
That game is beautiful because it really is the freedom of choice to do whatever the fuck you feel like doing.
Yeah.
I think it was. I walked in on you playing it one time, and Benny was there and on the Vegas Strip, crucified over the top. And I said, "How do I do that? I
Yeah.
need to do that right now."
There's a thing in the game where, so inevitably, Benny, either you kill Benny,
Right.
or he makes his way, or he gets captured by the Legion, and they capture him, and then the Legion requests you because they're like, hey, he has something that you need. And then you can choose Benny's fate. You can let him go. You can kill him where he sits, all tied up. You can fight him in an arena, or you can crucify him.
Crucify is the only
you
option.
lose karma for crucifying.
I don't give a
because
fuck.
it is an evil thing to do to somebody.
The
But
fact that I can do
The
that.
karma in New
but-
Vegas isn't too
Shut-
brutal.
Negligible, not like it is in 3.
Yeah, your luck is probably your best karma in the game.
In Fallout 3, the companions that you can have is dependent on your karma status in the game. In New Vegas, doesn't fucking matter.
Yeah.
The only thing is if you have Boone in your squad,
You can't go to the Legion.
do not kill NCR members because Boone is a former NCR member.
Oh, okay.
And yeah, he doesn't go into the Legion camps with you.
I,
He's like, I'm gonna stay back. It's
my first playthrough, I had him right. I like because I saw the video of his mission. I thought it was fucking hilarious. How do you get him? And then I kept going to the Legion to like do like the first like opening mission with them. And every time I kept going over there, I kept getting shot at. I'm like, why am I being shot at right now?
Yeah. So the best companions in the game, from what I've determined, is EDE, the robot, this iBots
Okay.
that you can rebuild in what is it? Is it Nipton? Not Nipton, Novak.
it's the
Not
small
Novak.
one with the casinos and the.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
it's
with the
one-
dinosaur.
It's the one
Yeah.
before
Novak.
No. That's Novak. It's the town with the Buffalo Bill Casino, or it's the Buffalo Casino. I forget the name of that town. Novak is the dinosaur. Nipton is
Right.
the town that the Legion burned at the beginning.
Right.
Yeah.
The fuck is the name of that city? It's the one just before you hit the Mojave outpost with the giant ranger shaking hands with the cowboy.
Yeah.
It's got that.
Fuck.
I don't remember the name of that place. But
It's got the roller
oh,
coaster.
the roller coaster. Yeah.
Like right outside of Good Springs, like if you're going
Correct.
that it's with the roller coaster.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's
Everybody knows
Bol-
it, but doesn't know the
isn't
name.
it,
We don't know
isn't
the
it
name.
Boulder? Something?
And the
No.
sheriff.
Boulder
that-
City is NCR and
murdered.
Powder Ganger territory where they're both fighting for it.
That's right, yeah. What
Yep.
is it? It's maybe I think it starts with an M.
It has to. Man, somebody look this up.
It's Donkey Kong.
It's
Donkey Kong.
Donkey. Thank you, Colton. Shit.
Yeah, because you go and rescue that one dude, and he's like, "Yeah, I can't be the sheriff. You be
You
the
can be the
sheriff."
sheriff, or you activate the robot Prim Slim.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
Yeah. Is it Prim? Is
Slim.
that the name of the town? Prim?
Prim is one of the cities.
I think it's Prim.
It might be
Because
Prim.
that's why they call the robot Prim Slim. Roller coaster. Roller coaster. Roller coster. Roller coaster.
That's just all
David's
the stuff
looking
about
up
the
right now.
roller coaster.
Yeah. Bison Steve Hotel. If you click on Bison Steve Hotel, it'll probably tell you where it's at. So it's not Buffalo, it's Bison.
Yeah.
Prim.
Bison.
Prim.
Steve.
Yep, it's Prim.
Okay, Prim.
Good job. Good shit.
I was like, the robot is Prim Slim.
What does it say right there?
About what?
Where's this Prim? Where's it next to it?
Oh. Escaped convicts.
Oh, I see.
Yeah, there's
Yep.
a bunch of
for the
prisoners there.
factions.
Yeah.
New
Oh,
Vegas
that's
is
nice.
wild. It's so much fun. I just cannot say anything good about it. Oh, so EDE and the other companion is Arcade Gannon, and he's a part of a group called Followers of the Apocalypse, and they're just outside the New Vegas gates.
Okay.
Yeah, or no, they're in New Vegas, but they're outside of the Strip gates.
Gotcha.
He's awesome. He has a little plasma pistol. It's a plasma defender.
And of course,
He's
Rex.
fucking overpowered. Rex is awesome too.
Yeah.
I mean, I use Boone because he's
Oh.
fucking
Available at the beginning.
Yeah.
What was the super mutant's name? Up in
Lily.
the hills.
Oh, yeah,
Lily.
yeah.
Lily.
Yeah.
Cool. You have to be with bad karma to get him, right?
Lily? No, you can get anybody in the game at any point.
Oh, okay. What game was it like? If you
3.
3, right?
That's
You gotta
3.
get him.
4 a little bit too, because even Preston Garvey's like, "What are you doing, dude?"
Don't be eating fucking people, dog.
Yeah, if you were And also, like, if you were associated at all with the railroad, then you couldn't do stuff with the Brotherhood of Steel and vice versa.
Correct.
There were certain
Paladin
factions.
Dan's or Buzz Lightyear was like, oh.
Yeah, if you did one thing with the other, then they would be like, yeah. And then Paladin Dan's at the end is like, wait,
So
I am robot?
spoiler alert, like we're gonna spoil a little bit of Fallout.
Spoiler alert.
Like we
But-
haven't already.
And yeah, everybody here's played it. You know, nothing can be spoiled for them, correct?
Yeah.
No, yeah.
Which one?
Yeah.
4?
3 could, but I don't care.
Yeah. So when you find out that Paladin Dan's is a synth,
What?
so did you guys?
You're a toy.
There's actually a mod that gives Paladin Dance a Buzz Lightyear skin.
That's awesome.
Is that on the workshop? Because I need that.
Probably.
Yeah.
I need
I'm
that.
sure it's on the workshop, but
I
I
know
know
now.
it's on Nexus.
I know what I'm playing tonight.
Okay.
Yeah, I was about to say Skyrim or Fallout. Like,
If
I
you
have
have
the vibe to go
Fallout on
back
the
in
Series
right now.
X, it runs at 60 frames now.
What?
You have to go into the compatibility options when you press start in the game and then you go to manage compatibility or
Okay.
whatever. And you click on it and you activate 60 frames.
Performance mode.
FPS boost.
Yeah.
yeah.
Is it the graphics or performance you choose?
Performance.
Performance.
Yeah, performance mode gives you FPS. Graphics mode makes it look.
I don't know
great.
if you can do it on the One X, but I know you can do it on the Series consoles. So
It might be on the. If it's Fallout, I'm sure it'll still do it because
it
it's,
might, yeah. So yeah, did you guys kill Paladin Dance? Because it gives you the option of whether you kill him or not.
No.
I literally went through every single text option because I wasn't going to leave him there. I thought that was my big thing.
Yeah.
I was like, I'm not going to leave him there. But I went through every single text option. He was like, "It's okay, just shoot me, just shoot me, shoot me, shoot me, human."
Because he's shocked to find out that he's a
Yeah,
Sith. It's
he
shocking
didn't think,
to him
yeah.
too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's straight up like, "Well, I have to follow orders. I'm obligated to kill myself."
I hit him with a sledgehammer. I broke that bitch's face.
I don't remember what I did.
I was like, I gotta kill you. You're bad.
You're a fucking. Are you a synth,
Yeah.
sir?
I'm pretty sure when I killed him, I took his power armor and then I wore his power armor for the rest of the game in his honor.
I played the game with the understanding of going, oh, synths are bad. Eradicate the synths. So that's what I did.
So what's that one?
See,
The
I
one
did the
detective.
opposite of that. I sided with the synths. I was like, fuck it, let the AI take
okay.
over. Fuck us.
My
Fair.
very first playthrough of the game, that
Fair.
was when I was still living, on the hill with my brothers and shit like that. Tyson was in the room watching me play, and he was like way ahead in the game because I was doing like all the side quests and I was collecting shit. Tyson just wants to blast his story. I get to the part where you first meet the leader of the Institute, and before he even utters a word, I just walk into the room and I hit him real quick in the head with like a hammer or something like that, and I obliterate him. And I pause the game and I'm about to reload, and Tyson just screams out. He goes, "You just killed your son!" I went, "I'm
Oh my
reloading the game."
God.
What the fuck? Yeah,
Wow.
he spoiled it before like right when I got to it.
Wow.
Oh, I was
What
so
a fuckle.
pissed. Yeah,
That was.
your son
That
is the
was-
villain in Fallout 4.
I was talking to Cade one day, and he was like, "Yeah, I've played it a little bit. I don't really care about the story. I don't think I'm gonna beat it." And then at one point, I just go, 1, 2, 3, 4. Your son's the villain in Fallout 4, and he was like, "Dude, are you serious? I haven't beaten it yet." And I was like, "You just said you don't care."
Yeah.
Yeah,
But what about you say
What's up?
you hate synths, right? But what
Yeah.
about the detective synths that's in the
Valentine's
Valentine?
awesome.
Yeah.
he's an open
Valentine.
synth. He's not disguising himself.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
We're
not a
buddy,
fucking
buddy. Dude,
criminal.
we fist bump every
Yeah.
time we see each other. He gets to play the
Fist
cookout.
bump? You mean you Terminator poke?
Yeah.
He's not a fucking criminal hiding himself. I see.
No, he's an open synth.
Okay.
Because the problem with the synths like Paladin Dan's is they program these people to look like actual people, and then they make them believe that they're actual,
People.
that we're people, even though you're at heart a synth. And you can tell who in the wasteland is a synth because if you kill them, they'll have,
They have a
chips
chip.
on them.
Yep.
Whoa.
If you kill
Yeah.
random people in the
They'll have
wasteland,
synth
search
parts.
them, and some people have synth parts on them, and they were a synth. Yeah. If you go into Diamond City, and you kill random people because they're all in hysteria about who's a synth, you
Yeah.
can find out who's a synth by killing them.
Guys,
And
I
you
got a
can-
solution.
Yeah.
There's actually
kill
one
everybody.
point where they're
like the witch
they're
hunt.
accusing somebody of being a synth in
Yeah,
the
the
middle
fir-
of the town.
The first time that you go to
Yeah.
Diamond City, you'll go and talk to somebody, and then when you come back outside, he's like, "Yeah, I'm your brother. Why are you pointing a gun at me?" And the cops go, "Oh, he has a gun." Turns out he
And the
wasn't.
guy-
a synth.
the guy didn't have synth parts on him.
Yeah, the guy was not a
mayor
synth.
of Diamond City is a synth too. The mayor.
Yes.
I fucking knew it.
Yep.
I fucking knew it.
So I know people bag on Fallout 4, but I still think it's a wonderful game.
I'm gonna go fucking start a whole new.
Oh, it's
playthrough.
so much
Dude,
fun.
us
Fallout 4
talking
is
about
a
it makes
lot.
me want to play Fallout
Dude,
4 in
New,
the dark.
New Vegas, Fallout 4, and Skyrim. I just want to go back and make a fresh playthrough on something that I've never done before.
Right.
In hindsight, it makes Fallout 3 look really bad. Like I know there's like nostalgia behind that game.
It's hard to
and
play
there's-
if you've never played
but-
it back in the day.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Fallout 3 is very hard to play nowadays.
isn't
There's
it-
no aiming down sights. It's
Mhm.
got a refined system compared to New Vegas. Because I don't know if you remember, New Vegas was hated when it came out. People hated it.
Mm-hmm.
It was like a year or two after when people started coming around and they're like, "Oh, this is
This is
this is something." It was because it was broken at launch. Like when you play Battlefield at launch and it's always broken. New Vegas was
2042.
very bad when it came out. But especially the PS3 version. The PS3 version is still really bad, but it's better than it used to be.
Interesting.
Yep.
What's your guys' favorite open world games, excluding those ones?
Excluding those ones.
Yeah.
Oh,
Go
Far
ahead.
Cry
Yes, David.
4.
Far Cry 4.
Far
Okay.
Cry 4.
That one's good. That one's a good story.
Okay.
That,
I like to end the beginning. You can just
the
end the game
fortresses.
right there.
Colton, what's your answer?
I have to look at my games to remember the name.
Okay.
And he'll be
I'm
right
gonna,
back.
I'm gonna bring it back up. Sunset Overdrive is so much fun.
That was the
Really?
launch title, right? For the Xbox One?
came out the year after,
The year after. Okay. I thought it was the launch
but it was
title.
2014. They announced it at 2013 E3, but it wasn't ready.
Yeah, whoa,
by the
okay,
time
okay, okay.
The launch title. I remember the big launch titles for Xbox One were Rise, Son of Rome, and Dead Rising 3.
Wasn't Black Flag as well one of them?
Yes, but it came out in PS3 and Xbox a few weeks before, like 360.
okay.
But it was a launch title along with like Call of Duty Ghosts and the new Madden and FIFAs and stuff.
Madden.
Yeah, because that had Adrian Peterson on the cover and some weird like high definition shit. And I was like, why did you change the cover?
What is
The
this?
360 and Xbox One versions have completely different covers. They're not even close to being the same.
I don't have the discs anymore, so I don't remember what it is. It's a
Okay.
PlayStation game, though. It's similar to Far Cry.
Okay, is it just cause?
Yeah,
Jack.
Just Cause.
Okay.
Oh wow!
I love I played the second.
The Just
and
Cause
fourth one.
games, yeah.
Yeah,
I remember when like the third one had like a multiplayer mod
Mhm.
online, and it was huge. Like everyone was playing it on the internet.
Yep.
And I tried to get in, but I couldn't never figure that shit out.
yeah. If you haven't, just play 4. 3 and 4 are almost the same game, and it's like if you own 3, don't get 4, and if
Yeah.
you don't have either of them, just get 4.
Because it's the better of
They're
the two.
very similar. Yeah.
You could use wind tunnels.
I think 4 is on Game Pass. So.
I saw it on there.
Mm-hmm.
You
It's a
can
lot of
use
fun.
wind cannons and tornadoes.
But do you know who made Sunset Overdrive? It's weird that it was an Xbox exclusive because of the studio,
Who was it?
Insomniac,
What?
the people that made Ratchet and Clank
And Spider-Man.
and Spider-Man
Yeah.
Oh,
for the PS4.
what?
Yeah.
By the way,
Yeah.
Spider-Man is coming to Steam.
That is correct.
Oh my
So,
god.
Brandon,
Wow.
Dude, Miles Morales is gonna look so
Insane.
fucking good.
it already looks insane on a PS5, but imagine it running
With 60 frames, yeah.
Well, PS5 it runs it. It has ray
PS,
tracing.
PS5 you can either have ray tracing or you can have 60 frames. You have to
Correct.
pick one.
Ray
Imagine
trace.
both.
Yeah.
So Brandon, I know
It's
you've been in
just the first Spider-Man from PS4.
Well, that means that Miles Morales is eventually gonna come through too.
Correct.
There you go. If you're enjoying Spider-Man on the PS4, I would give Sunset Overdrive a chance. It's like basically the versatility of being able to jump everywhere in the level. And the way that battles happen is imagine like power lines aligning with guardrails.
Mm-hmm.
You can sit there and keep jumping on them in a circle and you slide on them with your feet because that's how the world works
Yeah.
apparently. And you
It
take
just
your
works.
guns and you sit there and you just blast enemies on the floor.
We did it on co-op, didn't we?
We might have played a little bit.
I
of
think
it.
we did. We played
It's-
something co-op.
Man, it's such an insanely fun game. And
It's funny as fuck.
people are putting up videos this year of going, why was Sunset Overdrive underrated? And I'm sitting here thinking, yeah, because nobody ever talks about it.
It was a great game.
I remember it was hyped and hyped and hyped, and then the release was
The
like, kinda
problem was it
overlooked.
was on the Xbox One, and nobody gave a shit about the Xbox One in 2014.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's when you need. They came with the Kinect, and you fucking
yeah,
couldn't do shit about it.
Had to have a Kinect.
Yeah.
There was no other choice. You got one.
yep. And then they made consoles that don't even have Kinect ports because they realized their mistake. So Brandon, what's your favorite open world game?
Either the two Assassin's Creed 3s, Assassin's Creed 3 and Assassin's Creed Brotherhood.
Okay,
Those two games are fucking my absolute. It took me a second to think, but Assassin's Creed Brotherhood was just phenomenal the very first time that I played it, and then
Brotherhood
I'll
was great.
always remember when 3 came out because that year I got it for Christmas, and it was that game took place like mostly in the winter during the Revolution.
Yeah.
And so it'd be like snowy outside. We have a fireplace going, with a fire there, and I would just be running through, killing fucking
Red coats.
goddamn red coats and shit. It was
Yeah.
such a good game. And then yeah, Brotherhood just can't be beat. That one of the original of the Ezio games, like
Right.
two Brotherhood and Revelations. It's easily two is amazing.
Revelations is my favorite.
Two is
Assassin's.
absolutely amazing, but the story of Brotherhood is fucking good. Just chasing after the Borgias. The end when he finally catches Cesare. Yeah, this is big spoilers for the end of Brotherhood, but fucking Cesare's just, no man can murder me, and he's like, then we will let destiny decide your fate, and he just drops him off the fucking cliff because he's just holding him over the wall, and he's like, all right, I won't kill you.
Later.
Gravity will, dumbass.
Fucking
No man killed the Borgia. Sure,
Isaac Newton
dumbass.
wasn't born yet. How was he supposed to know?
Oh fuck! You should float it away.
Apples didn't exist yet.
Yeah.
No, well, it's because they were the assassins, so they were the only ones who knew how to fall. And
Okay.
yeah,
Okay, that makes
and so he was just like,
No, it's all
No
coming
hay
together,
bale?
dude.
okay,
No, I get it.
no hay bales.
That doesn't work.
Hey, Bayless.
No maiden.
Bitchless any percent run.
Hayless.
Pitchless.
Okay.
David, what's your favorite open world game?
He said Far Cry 4.
Oh, I mean, never mind. Yeah.
Yep.
Who are we missing?
Brandon, you still have my copy. I should do a let's play in it if you give it back. Oh, yeah. Oh, I just
If
wrapped
you
it.
give it back.
I have to find
Did
it.
you say yours already, Cyrus?
Yeah, it's Sunset.
Oh, is it my turn?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm just dumb. Let's see. I'm torn between Sea of Thieves and Wildlands.
Wildlands was so
I
fun.
forgot about
But
Wild.
as I'm saying, right?
Wildlands was
Okay.
amazing.
Yeah.
I've heard Breakpoint is actually very good in its current state.
I'd love to go back and actually try the raid
Okay.
Yes.
because we never did the raid. I'd love to try that.
I
Okay.
would love to.
There's a
Okay.
Series X
sad
version
when
too.
everybody stopped playing it because you guys literally all stopped playing it, and then all of the DLC came out. Or,
Dude,
like, all the stuff.
our problem was-
Yeah, I remember that. I was trying to be so patient with it. And I would check back every week and be like, no raid. And big update would come out and be like, oh, surely it's the
So-
raid. No raid.
No raid.
My problem
Oh.
is I wasn't gonna buy the game because I was like, this is gonna be a waste of money. And then it was the night that it came out, and I remember Brandon were playing it, and I was like, oh, I don't want to be left out, so I bought it. And we stopped playing it like the week after because I remember you played it all fucking week.
I played it all
You
the
were-
time. I still
You
haven't
were
beaten
way
it.
above where we were.
I still haven't
I
beaten
beat
it. I go through every single fucking checkpoint and
Me too.
collect everything. Yeah.
But you were miles ahead of where I was, which was very disheartening because
I'm very high level, but that's just from shooting shit and not doing missions.
Is there raids in Wildlands or is it just in Breakpoint?
Breakpoint.
In Breakpoint, yeah.
Oh, okay.
It was like a big thing that they like said with the game, like, oh, there's a raid up on this island coming soon, and they had the purple operations all set up for it.
Yeah.
And then fucking like 6 or 7 months later, it finally came out.
Wow.
I need to beat Wildlands still.
I don't think I've beaten either.
I don't think I beat either of them.
It's so big. There's so
big.
much.
There's a lot.
There's
to do
just
with
so
this
much to
game.
do. Yeah.
We should fucking go through it.
The ending for Breakpoint was pretty meh.
Was
The
it Far
ending
Cry
for
6, May?
Wildlands is good.
What was it?
Far Cry 6 has one of the worst endings of any video game.
Far Cry 6 is a game, all right. I'll tell you that much.
haven't
I
beaten
like
6 yet.
I love the gameplay. I love playing the game. I think it's fine. I think it's a little grindy, kind of like Assassin's Creed is becoming, but that's a different story. The ending is
The ending
atrocious.
for
Yeah.
the
It's-
ending for Breakpoint was along the same realm as Far Cry.
Ubisoft got to
Far
step up their shit.
Their endings are getting worse.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't know how to
just-
close a game.
listen,
But I loved Origins. I thought that was such a beautiful game.
Yeah, fucking Odyssey was great because it had like
Everything.
it was like the new 3 Assassin's Creed. I don't know if Odyssey or Origins was
Valhalla.
the same but Valhalla and Odyssey at least has like 3 different storylines
Within-
throughout the entire
yeah.
game. And it's 3 different fucking sets. You can either focus on killing the people, you can either focus on the story, or you can focus on just the side stuff.
Yeah.
And then once you complete all of that, there's an epilogue story to it that takes like 3 hours to do, and it closes off the story of it. And they did it fucking well.
I am not a fan of the boat missions whatsoever in any Assassin's Creed game.
Same.
I love
Okay. I hate
Origins because there was
I
boat
loved
missions.
them in 3.
But it was when
like,
you
I
were-
spent all of my time on the boat.
But in Origins, there was the boat missions, but there was only like 2 of them, and it was when you had all the rowers on the side and shit like that moving forward, and then they take out all their bows and arrows and shit like that, and shoot at other boats, and they were dedicated missions. Beyond those missions, nothing to do with the boats.
I think
thought it was rad.
Odyssey did their boats pretty well because there were naval missions and shit to do,
Yes.
but there wasn't as many in the game, and the boats were mostly just moving
Traversal.
from moving from one spot on the map to the other. Because literally, the map for Odyssey is northwest Greece. it's from Sparta to Athens. It's all of Greece.
And the only like naval mission I remember in Odyssey is that one of the cultists is like most of the cultists or one of the branches.
One of the cultists is on a ship. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's the only reason I've really used the ship to fight. Otherwise, I would just move.
The boat missions in Black Flag is what made me have such high expectations for Sea of Thieves, and then be so disappointed that it's just kind of like meh as far as doing anything with the boat goes.
Yeah.
And then when I heard Skull and Bones was going to come out, I got super excited for it, and that was announced like 7 or 8 years ago, and now the rumor is that it's actually possibly going to be coming out.
Hopefully.
Nice.
I always love a good pirate game. Sea of Thieves is great,
Sea
man.
of Thieves is fun in spurts. I don't think it's a fun game to play all day, every day.
Oh, God.
But when you get
It's a
the Sea of
grind.
Thieves kick, it's fun.
Yeah.
It's the achievements in that game that really turn me off of it. There's nothing else wrong with the game, really.
Yeah.
It's fine,
It's just great. It's just like there's no only thing you're going for is just cosmetic items. That's it.
pretty much.
Just
all you're going
pure
for.
You're just trying to get
arcade.
more gold.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No rules, like straightforward mission. But now they're having an event where it's like the regular, like normal pirates versus the Reapers. Because you remember that Spooky Island, Brendan, that we came across?
Spooky.
Yeah, it's like all destroyed and shit. Apparently the Reapers destroyed that. And now there's an event where like you can choose what side you want to be on, where you can repair the outpost or stop people from repairing the outpost.
And just show up and start fucking bombing it.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Good email, meow.
All of us joined that in different boats. Just fucking 4 angles on it, just line it up.
Create a fucking barrier.
Four fucking sloops just circling the island.
Yeah, like a blockade just surrounding the island.
It's a blockade. Run the blockade.
Yeah, careful now. With that, we could start a world war. That's how it's happened in Star
Whoa.
Wars.
Star Wars.
Yeah,
You know, it's another dark.
Was it a world war in Star Wars?
galactic war.
Star Balls.
You know, it's another Dark Horse video game that I think everybody's played, but nobody really talks about nowadays.
What's that?
You guys remember Marvel Ultimate Alliance?
No.
Is that the top down like
Yeah.
beat 'em up?
The
Yeah.
top down
Yeah,
beat 'em up
yeah,
with
yeah.
all the Marvel characters.
Yeah.
I had it on the Wii, and it was just the first and second one, and it is some of the best beat 'em ups that you're gonna find on consoles nowadays. And I found out the other day, the reason I bring this up is because I had no idea there was a third one.
Huh.
It's only on Switch.
Really?
Wow.
Yes. That's
Interesting.
why I had no idea that it existed, and I'm like, I need to get it. So if anybody else wants to get it, we can game.
You play my Switch.
Play my Switch.
No, I remember I had that one on the 360, the first one on the 360.
Yep.
And I thought it could be cool that like I can have
Was
Nick
it-
Fury, Iron Man, and Spider-Man.
Was it just Marvel Ultimate Alliance, or was it the one that was bundled with Forza Motorsport 2? Because do you remember they used to have the flip discs where it would be the cover to one game on one side, and then you flip the box over and it was the cover art to another game.
I remember
and it
that,
had
yeah.
2 discs inside. They did that with Ultimate Alliance. It was Ultimate Alliance and Forza Motorsport 2.
Interesting. No, I just had the regular Marvel. I didn't know that. I didn't know like even bundled with Forza.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad got that one.
Oh, cool.
That's the one that,
That
I
was
had.
fun.
That's a good. I remember that one.
Oh,
you
yeah.
could be Ghost Rider as well.
Forza Motorsports 2 was fun too.
I
It had
loved
a
4.
4.
I played 4 a lot.
I don't think I ever did. I had a couple memories, good memories on 2 though.
I
Is
would
that Colorado?
no,
No.
Motorsport
That's
is
Horizon.
simulation racing.
Oh, okay.
So there was Forza Motorsport, and then just after 4 came out, they decided to make Horizon, which is their arcade style.
oh,
games.
okay. Like
Yeah.
what we're used to right now.
But
Yeah.
Horizon has been so successful that they've kind of put the Motorsport series to the side. Because 7 came out in 2017, and then Forza Horizon 4 came out in 2018, and then they haven't released another Motorsport game, and they came out with Horizon 5.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
and
just
then,
been Horizon.
They've announced that the new Motorsport game is going to be a Series X title, and it's going to be just titled Forza Motorsport. They're rebooting it.
And in,
Oh, okay.
But they
That's
haven't
for-
announced a release date for it. And every Forza Motorsport game has been delisted. You can't buy any of them digitally. You can only get Horizon 4 and 5 right now on the Xbox Digital Marketplace.
Whoa.
What
Yes.
the fuck?
So the newest Motorsport game you cannot buy from Microsoft. You have to go find a disc copy of it.
Well, it's on. Isn't Horizon 4 on Game Pass right now?
For Horizon 4 and Horizon 5 are.
Yeah.
But they just took Motorsport 7 off this last year because they removed it from the game store.
They also just added I don't know how recently it was, but there's now a mode in Horizon 5
Yep.
where on your difficulty settings you can make it so that the damage isn't cosmetic and it'll actually damage your vehicle.
It's
Oh,
for
shit.
because in Motorsport when you're racing, damage you did to your vehicle affected you in the race.
Like, you know how if you
Yeah,
Horizon you'll
simulation
just
level damage.
like in Horizon you're coming up on a 90-degree turn and everyone's slowing down. The obvious thing to do is just fucking slam into them, push everyone to the wall, keep going.
No, that busts
If you
your
do
car.
if you do that, everyone that you hit is just out of the race because you just fucking slammed into them.
And you popped out of the race because you fucked up one of your axles.
Yeah. Everybody, you're not out of the race because it won't actually push you out of it, but everyone's just going to be going 5 miles an hour to the finish line. Because I don't quit.
And then everyone
Or
was just
for
like,
4 more laps.
Yeah,
But that's why Horizon's so fun. It's an arcade. race.
I'd love to go back and play that one and try the actual mode where we can't fuck each other up. We have to race cleanly.
dude, fucking Colton's goddamn
David will
Ghost
just shit
Driver.
on us.
Colton's Ghost Driver always fucking knocking me off the edge.
Oh my! I specifically drive around like a fuckhead in races so that whenever people tell me they're like, "Dude, your driver car keeps fucking me up," I'm like, "Good, I trained him well."
You fucker.
Like, yep, he's following orders.
Whenever I'm in first, I go slower and look at people coming up behind me, and then I'll fucking cut in front of them so they have to brake.
You're a horrible person. I love it.
Xbox's showcase is next Sunday, or when this episode comes out in 2 days.
I think they're
Wow.
gonna show off.
It's gonna
fucking
be Xbox and Bethesda. Do you think?
shit.
New
Fallout?
Elder Scrolls.
So
New Elder Scrolls. I hope.
no Starfield, but
Oh, Starfield.
New
Yeah.
Elder Scrolls? New Elder Scrolls?
I'd love to see New Elder Scrolls, even just a different.
New Elder Scrolls? New Elder Scrolls?
New Elder Scrolls.
New Elder Scrolls? Elder Scrolls?
So-
Elder New?
in Forza Horizon 4,
They had the Elder Scrolls.
they added. Do you remember the Lego pack?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They
Elder
added
Scrolls.
the Lego pack for Forza Horizon 4. What do you think they have slated for Forza Horizon 5 that can top or be similar to
Hot
what
Wheels?
Lego was?
Hot Wheels?
No,
They already
that
did
in
Hot Wheels
4.
in 4. Yeah.
Oh, damn it.
Hot Wheels.
What could they do? What property do they license and put into Forza Horizon 5? Let's make our predictions now
Okay.
so that we can totally be right.
All right, one at a time. Colton.
Fortnite.
Oh, God.
Oh boy.
Brandon.
Say it again. What did it's like the Lego and the Hot
Lego
Wheels
and
one.
Hot Wheels. So they added
So those are
DLC.
both toys.
Yep.
So I'm trying to think what other kind of
Oh, I got the
toy car thing that there is.
Transformers.
Ooh, that's a good guess.
Actually, Transformers.
Oh, that'd be a cool thing. Yeah, I have no idea. That's next Sunday.
Oh, I thought I fucking hope so.
Zero chance they forget to mention Forza Horizon 5 DLC because that's their bread and butter.
Right.
Yeah.
Everybody was playing Forza Horizon 5 when it came out.
Yeah.
So
Guilty.
they've got something crazy cooked up with DLC. I like the idea of Transformers though. That's lit.
You can
Like
like run alongside with fucking Optimus and then
Well,
just,
didn't they have something like that in 5? No, that was
in
just
Halo.
That was just like the terrain missions where
Yeah.
you would go over like water and shit, and you would literally
Oh.
just slide over it and shit.
Halo.
They have Halo already.
Halo.
before.
They
Well,
already
they
have
could-
the Warthog
They
in
could
it.
put more
More
Halo.
implementation.
Oh my God, they could put a Banshee
Mongooses
or
and
a Scorpion.
Ghost. A
They could-
ghosts.
Oh, Ghost! That'd be so cool.
So I was like one monster trucks. Like, can you imagine driving?
Oh, there you
That's
go.
a good guess.
And
yeah.
another one is I don't think Forza's ever had a motorcycle in the game.
No,
I was gonna say
nope,
ATVs and motorcycles.
They might add
There-
some off-roading vehicles.
That'd
like
be
that.
really cool to see.
Was it? I was with you, David. Right? Where they're showcase. They're breaking. You were talking about an MTV versus
MX versus ATV Legends.
MTV.
Yeah, MTV. Yeah, ATV versus MX. They're making a second one, like a new one.
Yeah.
Legends.
Is it Legends?
Legends.
Okay, yeah.
I think it comes out very soon. I forgot the release date.
I know. I saw like, oh, fucking Cyrus is gonna shit himself.
I still haven't played
I
it.
think it's. Oh.
It might be out. I bought All Out like 2 years ago and I still haven't played it, which is or was the newest one.
Mm-hmm.
I think Legends came out the end of May if I look it up.
I need Unleashed.
Yeah. They did an Unleashed remake on the Xbox One, didn't they? Or something like that?
Sonic Unleashed.
Yeah.
That was a great game.
Did you see the new Sonic trailer? Oh my god, excuse me.
There's a new Sonic game.
Sonic Frontiers comes out next month and they put out a trailer for it last week and everybody's shitting on it.
Is
What
it
is-
like
Oh,
it's
bad.
an open world
that?
Sonic game.
You said Frontiers, and that's what I thought. Yeah.
Open
man.
world Sonic game, but it looks like
Dude, like Sonic Boom.
it's like walking into a supermarket. Like you go to the deli and you're like, I'm ready to get some meat, and all I got is pre-wrapped Lunchables. Like, I guess that's a good way to explain it.
Yeah, that's a great way to explain it.
No, the world looks empty. It looks kind of sad. There was no music playing. Like they said that it was like a pre-build, but it looks like a super alpha.
So like there was Zelda Breath of the Wild, and this is Sonic No More Breath.
No more.
All
Sonic
out,
breathe,
all out of ideas and breath.
Sonic respiration.
No more brain cells. We
Yeah.
shit our pants.
What else do you guys think they're gonna announce at that the show besides anything for like Forza?
A new
Okay.
Banjo Kazooie.
How about a
Shut
fucking-
up.
That would be cool, wouldn't it?
I got one, guys.
Banjo 3.
Ooh.
Something promising for Modern Warfare 2.
Oh, I'm. So
Oh, with I
hoping.
saw the trailer for that. The
Because
ghost
now
outfit.
it's Xbox, right?
Yes.
Yeah, Xbox
Better.
One.
Yeah,
No, they're gonna honor their existing PlayStation
Okay,
contract.
right.
Okay.
losers.
Um,
Your days are fucking counting down, PlayStation.
I still think Call of Duty is going to be multi-platform. I don't think Microsoft
I don't see why
will
they'd
turn that
remove that.
away.
Yeah.
That's too big of a market for them to
Yeah.
just.
Here's what
go.
they're gonna do. They're gonna launch it on PlayStation because they're gonna be like, "Hey, PlayStation people, you can buy it," but they're gonna put it on Game Pass and go, "But Xbox players can get it with Game Pass."
The biggest thing that I hope from Modern Warfare 2 is that if they do put a battle royale in the game, it is a new kind of Warzone that is different than the original
Not
one,
just more Warzone.
and not just another fucking click link to go back to Modern Warfare.
Yeah.
Like they have from Modern Warfare, Black Ops, and Vanguard. It's
Yeah.
just 3 menus, and one of them takes you to fucking Modern
Warzone.
Warfare to
I
play
hope
Warzone.
we get the return of Spec Ops like we did in MW2
Yes.
and 3.
Modern Warfare, the Spec
star
Ops in that
system.
game was disgusting and a fucking disgrace. Modern Warfare 2 and 3
very
Spec
bad.
Ops.
I still never went back and played the survival mode after it was
Same.
came
There
to
was it
Xbox.
was fucking no point to do everything on veteran with no
No.
checkpoints.
Nope.
It's not fucking worth it. If there was
That was gross. Spec Ops in Modern Warfare 2019 was awful. I will say
it was what I was hoping the most for out of that game.
People
I
say it
had
was
so
perfect.
much hype.
Yeah, I love the multiplayer, even though it was cheesy and camp festy. But that's kind of
I love the beginning.
That's how the old.
I love when the
Modern Warfare
game
yeah.
first came out because I was just running around with the 725 and I made that bitch golden like
because you
3
found out
days.
it was cheesy and everything.
You guys kept going, I keep getting killed by this, and I was like, really? I keep getting kills with this.
Yeah, no shit.
I just want the P90.
Yeah. So I have high hopes for Modern Warfare 2. I think they'll build upon what they did with it.
The campaign's gonna be great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The campaign in 2019 was awesome. And the thing that Infinity Ward has always knocked out of the park is their campaigns. Like people complain about Ghosts and Infinite Warfare, but if you haven't played Infinite Warfare's campaign, it's fucking
Tearjerker.
spectacular.
Fucking tearjerker.
Yeah, it gets
Yeah.
really sad at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fucking tearjerker.
It's such a good game. I played I don't own it on Xbox because when my dad got his PS4, it came bundled with Infinite Warfare.
Oh, nice.
So I played Infinite Warfare, and then I got all the single player trophies for some fucking reason. But yeah, fucking amazing. It's a really good campaign, and if you haven't
Kit Harington's in
played
it.
it, try and find a cheap copy of the game just to play the campaign.
Yeah.
The zombies is
Meh.
I'm not gonna say bad, but Black Ops 3 came out with Zombie Chronicles in the middle of Infinite Warfare's time span, like its lifeline.
They just fucking undercut it.
Yeah, just if you're gonna buy a zombies game, get Black Ops 3. It's
Treyarch is the better. If you're wanting
Yeah.
Call of Duty for the zombies, it's Treyarch's games.
Yeah.
yeah,
Wait, what? Black Ops 4 was Treyarch as well, right?
Yep.
Yes.
Yeah.
Every Black Ops is Treyarch.
Oh, okay.
Has been Treyarch, yeah.
Interesting. Very cool.
Vanguard, the newest Call of Duty, nobody here's played it except for me. Vanguard Zombies is fucking awful. It is easily the worst.
It looks like way
worse than World
complicated.
War II's?
Yes, it is
Wow.
so bad. I fucking hate it.
World War II was fun, but it was just
It's
fucking...
not that it doesn't work,
complicated.
but
Yeah.
when you put zombies, there's an expectation of what Call of Duty Zombies is supposed to be.
Exactly.
and
World War
that's
II
not
touched
it.
on it,
Well,
but they
I
just
thought
put
World
too
War
much
II
in.
was fine.
They
I
just
think
put too
it-
much in the Easter egg. The
I-
map was too centered on
I think it
doing
was
the
the
objective.
same as Zombies in Spaceland, which was what Infinite Warfare's is. Because Zombies in Spaceland, regardless of what you think of the gameplay, it's got a lot of charm to it, and you can tell Infinite Warfare or Infinity Ward put a lot of effort into it. Yeah, sorry, I
Wait.
mix it up all the time.
That's the one that has David Hasselhoff. That's one of the DJs, right? In Infinite Warfare?
Yes.
Okay.
Yep.
Yeah.
Isn't Infinite Warfare isn't like one of the villains another actor?
Yeah, Kit Harington.
No, isn't
Yeah.
Kevin
Kevin
Spacey
Spacey's
is a-
Advanced Warfare.
Yeah.
Advanced Warfare? That's where Kevin.
Yeah, that's
Spacey-
child
okay.
molester.
The
We don't
child
speak his name.
molester. Yeah,
Yeah.
fucking loser. Oh, speaking of molesters, I have Deshaun Watson news for later, but we're still on video game talks. Let's
Okay.
continue.
Yeah, I have one bit of sports news.
Okay.
But isn't that exciting that Infinity Ward maybe they dabble back into zombies again? Because I think the only time they've ever done zombies was Zombies in Spaceland and all the zombies things. And there was another one where it was like Attack of the Blob thing or something like that, where you played on like a beach.
Oh,
with
the
all
crab
same
thing.
characters. Yeah, the crab. I
I
forget what the
remember
name of that
this
DLC
out,
was.
yes.
That looks fucking insane. So
Has Elvira in it,
Yep.
right? Yes, yeah. There's a lot of cool actors that they would put in there.
they put a lot of care into it, and if they expanded on it, they could really rival Treyarch to have a good zombies mode.
I was gonna say I liked Modern Warfare's zombies.
You mean
That was
Advanced
Black
Warfare?
Ops.
Which one?
Modern.
Oh, that was Black Ops.
yeah, it was
My
Black.
bad.
It was Black Ops, but the
Wow.
those series are now basically.
God,
You know,
yeah.
It's so weird because
all a blur.
They said that Modern Warfare was a reboot. It's not kept playing off of the old story. But then Black Ops came out and they're like, this is actually in the Black Ops canon. Which made Modern Warfare canon into the Black Ops story.
Correct. You know,
Wild how they did that.
You know what's insane about Vanguard zombies though? Because Sledgehammer, I guess, was having difficulties even making Vanguard. They had Treyarch help them develop zombies, which means that it's a Treyarch joint as well. And it's like it's the first time that Treyarch has really fumbled the ball. I know people hate on Black Ops 4.
What's not their game?
Black Ops 4 was kind of a little bit easy mode with the way that they fixed the health system in that game. But Vanguard Zombies is just, it's not there. Like,
Well, it's not their game. It's not their
Advanced
brand on it.
Warfare is infinitely better than what Vanguard has to offer. And Advanced Warfare Zombies was locked behind the season pass.
Ew.
Yes.
It's gross.
Yes.
Why?
Because they hate their game, the players.
They're
only.
gamers.
Yeah, they hate the gamers.
gamers.
Fuck the gamers.
Because
man.
remember, it had the survival mode and event. You know, you guys didn't play Advanced Warfare. I used to play it with fucking Cody on 360, and we were the only ones that played the survival mode. If you beat every level in survival mode, it would unlock the zombies ending, and you would see the opening cutscene to the zombies mode. But you had to buy the DLC to get to the zombies.
My cousin and I
Stupid.
did that.
Yeah,
It's a bit stupid, isn't
it
it?
was a lot of fun.
It's stupid.
I have it on
Tuesday.
I have it on 360, and it's backwards compatible on the one.
Wait, you
for
can
some
plug that
reason.
bitch in?
Yes.
Wow.
So it'd be worth getting some gameplay footage to put in one of these podcast episodes.
Yeah, you might see it coming up for this one right now.
Yeah.
Whoa.
It's okay.
Way to go.
Readjust.
But-
Boner.
Yeah,
Alert.
I have high hopes for Modern Warfare 2. I hope there's a zombies mode.
Like you said, like we said already, the campaign for the first one was amazing. They can only just go up from there.
Maybe Special Ops was really bad in 2019 because they just didn't care about it.
They were more
like-
focused on the
they were
campaign.
well, the campaign, the multiplayer,
And
was
Warzone.
great, and then Warzone.
Warzone was a
eventually.
big
Warzone
yeah.
took all of their fucking budget, dude.
Yes.
Like
Oh, I bet.
they were
And
so
attention.
focused. Yeah, they were so focused.
Infinity
on all
Ward
that
is
shit.
probably still just ramped up on Warzone,
Yeah,
but they've probably split it into two teams now. There's Infinity Ward Warzone and Infinity Ward Modern Warfare.
yeah.
That's probably where it's at right now.
Maybe they might like just like start designating, like all three are gonna be working on the games together now, and each one will just work in their own section. You know what I mean?
That, if you don't remember from a few months ago, they announced that there will be no Call of Duty in 2023. They're taking a break for the first time.
I'm glad to hear that.
Because Treyarch's game is right up after the break.
That should put 2024's Call of Duty as an actual one
The
to
next,
fucking look
the
forward to.
next
'Cause they're
Black Ops
developing
game
it.
is getting an extra year.
Fucking the new Black Ops 2.
So Cold War. The problem with Cold
That
War
gave me goosebumps.
is they lost a year on development.
If you got
Because-
a hard on.
Yeah. Stiff.
So Call of Duty Black Ops Cold War lost a year of development because they had to switch with Sledgehammer because Sledgehammer, I guess, was in such disarray
Yeah.
that they weren't going to have a product ready by at the end of 2020. So Treyarch had to step in and
All right,
fill that
I got
gap.
it.
Yeah, Bondapar's like, all right, whatever, let's make a game. So that's why it feels like Cold War. It's there, but it's not. It doesn't feel like a Black Ops game, if that makes sense.
They made it run. You know, they made it a game that fucking worked in the time frame they had.
You can say what you will about Black Ops 4, but it has its own identity. It knew what it wanted to be.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a very different game from the other Black
That's why
Ops
there's
games.
no
It's how
campaign.
it's how Black Ops 3 is very different. Black Ops 1 and 2 are similar, but 2 is a very different game from 1.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
it's
before-
it's worlds different. Just it's the second game in the thing. But when I played it the first time, and I was like, I can customize my campaign class.
Correct, yeah.
Fucking what?
Yeah.
In the campaign?
There's an achievement
Like-
to do that, to get like a future weapon in the past mission.
Yeah.
Yep, to use a future weapon in the past. Yep.
Yeah, that's fucking cool.
A lot of fun shit, yeah. So I'm excited for Treyarch to be the first ones to get the 4-year development cycle.
That's
No,
good.
never mind. Sledgehammer got 4 years because in between World War II and Vanguard was 4 years, and Vanguard
Yeah.
blows.
Fuck Vanguard.
Well, I'm excited to see the show then coming up on Sunday.
Campaign's all right, but
It's
yeah.
gonna be fucking cool.
They
Yeah.
hopped onto that
sure.
World War II train, and then 4 years passed, and they were like, "Oh, people aren't interested in World War II games anymore."
No.
Well, they did it. I think they just kind of like threw it out at us.
Yeah,
at that point,
they didn't
their
announce it at
system-
all. It was just like, "Hey, next week, here it is."
World
And
War
we were
II, gone.
Well,
Go.
it was like,
It was
yeah.
because we had a heavy influx of World War II era titles where we had Battlefield 1, then the following year we got Call of Duty World War II, then the following year
Then
we got
Battlefield
Battlefield 5.
Yeah.
Then we got a break, and then they jump right back into it. And people are like, yeah, we didn't miss it as much as we thought we did. It was one of those nostalgia factors. People are like, we missed World War II games, when in reality, they just missed the games they used to play.
I was
right.
I was expecting something more of like the older Call of Duties, where there was 3 automatic guns in the game, and then the most of else of it was
seeing-
bolt action rifles or semi-automatic rifles, like they used in the war. And that was the biggest disappointment when I loaded up Battlefield 1 for the first time, and everyone was running around with automatic rifles.
the
And I was-
Martini
I
had-
was-
That was kind
I
of
was like-
filthy, wasn't it?
I was like, is this what it looked like in World War II? People just jumping in trenches like.
As a Battlefield game, It's
They were
fun.
just jumping
It's
around and,
totally
like,
fun.
Fortnite jumping everywhere.
Yeah,
It was totally fun, but when I heard a World War One Battlefield game,
expecting
I
World
was
War
expecting a hardcore fucking trench warfare,
Yeah.
gritty as shit
Like
kind
No
of
Man
game.
Land type shit.
Exactly, like a
warfare.
conquest
Yeah.
game, but you're pushing between the trenches, and everyone's using bolt action rifles with fucking bayonets.
No, they just plugged the World War One setting into the Battlefield's current formula.
Yeah, and
Which was
Yes.
fine.
it
but
was fun, absolutely. Like it was fun. I hated it because I wanted to
I hated it.
I wanted fucking World War One. The war stories was cool, but again, I wanted a campaign.
Yeah.
Battlefield 3's campaign was just a Black Ops ripoff, but 4 was fun, and like
it was short, but it was
I always-
fun
yeah.
for what it was.
I always forget that it has a campaign because I just go for the multiplayer.
It's like
Battlefield.
2.5 hours if you play on easy and you
Yeah.
just gun people.
yeah, I think there's 6 missions in Battlefield 4's
Seven.
campaign. 7, yeah,
7.
but they
I
all
did
they all
visit
take
them.
like 45 minutes to play.
Okay.
They're super long
They're
missions.
they're long levels, but if you know what you're doing, you can blow
Bolt
past
through it,
most of it.
especially if you're a Battlefield veteran. You just fucking
I beat the game twice because I got all the achievements on the 360 and the one version, and
Yeah.
both times I was like, "Oh, this is a blast! It is a fun campaign."
It is a great one, and the way it ties into the story of 3 too. It's fucking cool.
That's the one where like you get rammed off in the ocean and it's like a wolf must have cut off his own leg.
Yeah,
to
that's
survive.
that's the opening of the game is you're getting yeah. Yeah, because the fucking chopper shoots at you in that building, and then your captain or sergeant's leg gets cut off, and he's like, "Oh, wolf will cut off its shoot off its own leg to survive. Cut the leg.
Shoot the window.
It's just flesh and powder."
do it! I was just yelling at you.
Yeah.
all the time,
Don't fucking do it. Don't shoot the window. Don't fucking do it. Yeah, that mission I do remember. It was just like the first one, but
That was insane. First,
Yeah.
I think that mission would have had a lot more tension if it wasn't the scene that they showed for the
Trailer.
reveal of the game.
Yeah.
If they showed like earlier in that mission, and then you played it, and then oh fuck,
Dude,
it would have been a lot more.
speaking
tense.
of fucked up missions, and back in the Modern Warfare Call of Duty, where you go in the fucking subway system where they once they like explode like in London, like all the trucks explode.
Modern
in
Warfare
London.
3.
No, it was the
Was
new Modern Warfare, the 2019.
Oh,
one.
2019. Yes.
Yeah,
okay.
where they're down in the fucking the
yeah.
subway, and they just have dudes sitting there lined up, and they're just executing them one by one.
Yes.
and you
Dude.
stumble across them. I was like, what the fuck?
Or just the fucking mission at Piccadilly, the first mission at Piccadilly Square, like where the level's based off of. That whole fucking mission is wild.
Yeah, dude.
Like-
Like so much shit.
Like it's what is it? The No Russian mission in Modern Warfare 2. That one's just brutally fucking
No Russian.
sends the message, but the new Modern Warfare sent that message in a more modern threat.
Fuck yeah.
It was like, oh, there's a threat here. Well, just pursue him. Damn, I keep doing that. But just pursue him. Nothing's gonna happen. It's like,
Yeah.
no, we need to stop them. He has a gun. They're like, nah, whatever. And then boom, suddenly a bomb goes off. Like, maybe listen to the. I love that it's isn't it gas? What is?
No, it was like an explosion.
No. The guy, the black guy that you play as in that mission, and then he
Oh.
meets Price. He's Gaz.
Gaz. Yeah,
he's Gaz. Yeah.
You
from-
play as Gaz, pretty much.
You play as Gaz. Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
He is Gaz from the original Modern Warfare
Right,
series. Yeah.
Because like in this one, they're building the team before the
Exactly.
Other games,
Yeah.
essentially.
It's Price before he built the team. Yeah.
Okay.
Huh.
That's why Price was by himself when he showed up there, because he was basically just a lone wolf dude that operated in the SAS.
And then that one lady's like, "You need a team, son."
Yeah.
I remember now.
That's like that same that mission. He's just when you first see him, he's just, yeah, I'm here. Shoots a guy, and then it's like, yeah, oh, you need me for this? Funny enough, I'm 10 feet away from it, so I got you. Like Price is just the guy. It's like, oh, this is happening. I don't need the orders. I'll wait. I'll just go there.
It's all right. Thank you though.
I'll figure it out myself. That's why he launched a fucking nuke at America in Modern Warfare 2.
Go block nuclear missile in the air.
Dude, that was why I played that mission for the first time. I was like, are they really gonna nuke Washington D.C.?
You sure? You bet your sweet bippy he will.
In all reality, though, he did save Washington D.C. from the Russian attack, but he completely irradiated the eastern seaboard.
Was it an EMP or was it a nuke?
It was on a nuclear submarine, and he sent the nuke up towards it and then detonated it a couple miles above the surface, so EMP'd the ground. It was like a giant solar flare, basically.
Oh shit.
Yeah, but still, all that radiation would go back down to the earth.
Thank you, Price.
Like when
Thanks,
you
Bryce.
look up at the sky in the mission, like that's a big ass fucking nuke.
Yeah.
No, you fucking nuke.
Like a Russian nuke.
That thing's a star. Like Tsar
Unravel the
Bomba.
fury of the sun.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, do you know
Power
when this?
Bomba wasn't a nuke.
What?
What?
Was a
The Tsar Bomba was just a
bomb.
Big bomb.
Moab.
Okay.
Yeah, it wasn't nuclear. It was just fucking massive bomb.
Mother of
No,
all bombs.
I think it had some kind of thing to that, but it was more so, like you said, a conventional explosive rather than a,
Concussive force.
a nuclear warhead. Yeah.
I want to.
Yeah,
But
there was no nuclear
when it blew
material in
up, the shock wave went around the Earth 3 times.
Whoa.
Now they could add nuclear material to that,
And then make a
cause it to
fucking
cause-
crater in the Earth. Like,
Yeah,
completely melt whatever's underneath it. And that goes down for a mile.
Is that oil?
Just set off a nuke in a hole. It's like, is that burning? That's oil.
I know.
that's oil. But too bad we can't mine it now because
You
it's
see the F-8?
radioactive.
Yeah, you can see the F-18s
Dude,
fly overhead.
That's the best kind of oil, radioactive oil. That's where we get that Fallout technology.
Fuck yeah. Fusion, man. Dude,
Oh,
like, me and Cole were playing Civilization 6 the other day. And, like, at one point, I finally started building a nuke.
Rain.
Like, I had a nuke in my nation's inventory.
Mm-hmm.
And I just look over at the Persian Empire. I'm like, all right, we're declaring war on the Persians. And I just launched one. It leaves green fire on the map. It looks so cool. And, like, it does, like, a little, like, animation of a bomber plane. Like, going from wherever you launch it from all the way over there. And it just does a fucking mushroom cloud.
It was like when me and him were playing Age of Empires. We
Fair.
would just fucking sit there and build up our armies and build up our walls so that nothing would happen. The rest of the AIs would do their shit.
Yep.
And then once we had like 1,000 units each, we just send them to one half of the map, and within 10 minutes we'd overtake the rest of the shit just because there would be a non-stop fucking convoy of our units
Yeah,
moving
just
from our base into wherever we're
swarm.
sending them.
Hell yeah.
Those kinds of games are fun.
Yeah, like the resource management and like
But-
real time strategies.
Yeah, I like having my different units and being able to fight different fronts on shit rather than it be. I like I like Age of Empires where it's not turn based.
It's just it's all happening real time.
It's all just, it goes by day. It's like there's a timer on the bottom and it goes by that time.
Have you ever tried XCOM?
Oh my
I-
god!
I don't like XCOM.
You don't like XCOM?
I don't.
Yeah, me neither.
It's too picking every single person and moving them. I like moving a whole unit
Oh,
and
units.
then
Okay.
doing their own battle. They're kinda
XCOM had a
top-down.
cool spin-off game called The Bureau. That was really fun. I always loved that one because it was XCOM Enemy Unknown. I think was when it came.
Yeah, Enemy Unknown.
And then the next one was The Bureau Declassified or something like that, and it was an XCOM title.
Oh really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So if you didn't play The Bureau, that's an XCOM game.
Okay.
Yeah.
I
And then
played. I played the
second
first
one
one,
came
but I
out.
played the second one.
The second one's a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I got the second one on Amazon for like $3 because they were just trying to dump them off, like the disc copies on people. I don't know why.
Hell
But
yeah, I'll take it.
I guess everybody bought it digitally. But yeah, I was like $3. Shit. So
Fun game.
You said you had something to go on to sports. I'll say my one sports thing here because we're probably a little over an hour now. But fucking Frank Gore. Who did he play for last season and before?
Packers.
he was unsigned last season. He was
he didn't-
just a free agent.
Okay, but Frank Gore,
He was
veteran Niner player, signed a 1-day contract with the Niners to come back and play one game, and then he's out.
Not one game, 1 day.
Yeah, well, 1 day. Yeah, it's a 1-day contract.
Which means
he's gonna
signed
he's
for
gonna spend the
Thursday.
first day of the season as a Niner, and then he's retiring
What the
It's
fuck?
usually just a celebratory thing.
because he was a Niner for most of his career, and he was a fucking amazing Niner.
Oh, okay.
Frank Gore was absolutely.
I remember
incredible.
his time
loved
mostly
watching him
when
play.
he was on the Colts because I think he went to the Colts after he was done with the Niners.
I think so. Yeah.
Let me look it up. I think he was last on the Jets. If I look him up.
So it's just like a last like hurrah, like oh
Because they were the
Yeah.
it's like Lightning McQueen's Rusties.
Correct.
They were the people that brought him up, and so he
So-
stuck with them.
yeah, fair enough.
He-
Okay.
He left. So he left the Niners in 2014, and then for 3 years he was on the Colts, and then he was on the Dolphins in 18, the Bills in 19, and the Jets in 2020.
Okay.
And the
Jets-
Jets really does that to a motherfucker. It just makes him.
The Jets makes a 35-year-old man go,
guess
damn,
how
I'm
many-
still in the NFL.
I miss
Guess
home.
how many career rushing yards he had?
Tough career.
20. 20.
Career.
Career.
2000.
I was gonna say like 2,500, something around there.
Career, like, and his entire career, how many rushing yards he had?
Oh,
20,000.
so you're saying more?
Yes.
3,000.
I'm gonna go with 16,000.
How many
Okay.
years did he play?
He played, probably says it up here. He played between 2005 to 2020, so 16 years. With his
Above
17th
or
pick of free agent.
below 10,000?
Above. He's in the 10,000 club.
Holy shit.
Okay, so I'm gonna say 13,500.
Okay.
I'm actually gonna up mine to 19,000.
Okay.
I'm gonna say a smooth 15,000.
Okay.
I'm gonna say 13,000.
David, your first guess was spot on. He has
Oh, was
six-
it really?
he has
16,000?
exactly 16,000 credits.
Wow.
Wow.
On the money.
That's a note to end on, like
Yep.
to fucking retire on.
Second
Yeah.
You don't need to
most,
get any more. 16,000
Third-
rushing
sorry.
yards.
third most all time.
Who's
you
first?
serious?
Yeah, he finishes the third most. Emmett Smith, he has over 20,000.
That's insane.
He had an insane career because he played with the Cowboys for like 18 years and he went to the Cardinals for like 1 or 2 and ended his career there. But
Still number 3. That's fucking wild.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah,
Good
Frank
for
Gore
him.
did third. I think he's behind Walter Payton. I think. Let me check the all-time career list, but I know Emmett Smith is number 1.
So that's
He's
just
ran
like
so many miles. Oh
a-
my god.
the most pure and grateful thank you to the Niners.
Correct.
Kind of, you know.
Yeah.
That's super
Oh my
cool.
God, Emmett Smith only played for 15 seasons, and he got
What?
18,355. Insane number. Peyton had 16,726, and Frank Gore had exactly 16,000 rushing yards.
How do you get
Should've
exactly
stuck with
16?
my first answer.
Just
That's
luck.
wild, right?
Yeah. You get
The,
exact
the
number.
last play that he rushed, he put the ball down, and that just
Barry-
happened to be 16,000.
Yeah.
You know who would have owned every rushing record if they played more than 10 seasons? Barry Sanders. In 10 seasons, he had 15,269.
Wow.
In 10, he was averaging 1,500 yards a season.
Is that like that's throwing or is that running?
So
Running.
they hand them the ball and they push
He
through
was
the people. Yeah.
Barry Sanders was insane, and a lot of Lions fans were hurt when he retired because he just up and retired one day. He was like, maybe he's like, I don't think I'm gonna be healthy doing this for another couple of years, so he just kind of ended his career.
Very smart.
Very smart.
Yes,
You got to respect that.
at the age of like 31, 32, he's like,
Oh,
I'm
yeah.
done.
yeah.
I could be the greatest of all time, but I'm done. And he was playing 1 year before Emmett Smith did. So when Barry Sanders kind of retired, Emmett Smith basically eclipsed
I got
the
this.
idea. Yeah, and Emmett Smith became the number 1 all-time rusher.
Handing
Jesus.
off the
That's so many miles he's run.
Baton.
Recorded miles he's running. Like
Correct. Yeah,
It's insane.
And
That's
then
taking the ball, running through the D line, and getting yards that way. You know that.
Yeah, take that
that's
number and
crazy.
times it by 3. That's how many feet it was.
Yeah.
Like,
Oh my god.
oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
insane.
was it 48,000 feet? Or around roughly 50,000 feet, just over that. That's
Something
fucking
like that.
insane.
Well, in today's age, it's hard for running back to even break 1,000 yards because it's a pass-heavy league.
Yeah.
So for Emmett Smith to do what he did, it'll probably be an untouchable record. The only,
Until the game changes
the
back to a
only
rushing
existing
game. Yeah.
player that I think could make some noise is Derrick Henry. Derrick Henry
Motherfucker's a
is
beast.
a beast. But the
Fucking,
problem is the first 2 or 3 years of his career, he didn't do shit in Tennessee. It wasn't until 2018, which was his, like, I think it's 3rd or 4th year, that he exploded.
Right.
So he's got some subpar career rushing numbers in his first few seasons, but if he decides to have the longevity of some of the older running backs like Emmett Smith and Walter Payton, he could have a impact on the rushing yards record. But anybody else in the league right now, I really don't see anybody ever breaking that record.
What
Fucking,
was Derrick Henry's injury?
It's something in his foot. It was
Okay.
a tendon on the bottom of his foot.
He stepped on a nail and needed a mouse to take it out.
Yeah, sure.
Not
Stepped on a
ACL though.
landmine.
No.
So likely recoverable and
Yeah, he got hurt mid-season and he came back for their playoff game, which they lost to the Bengals.
okay.
Shut up, Bengals.
But he came back. That's good to see. You don't want to see a guy like that get really
No,
hurt.
he's so good. And
I was
so
like when
they put him back in the playoffs because they were like, okay, well, you're Derrick Henry, go run
Right.
over them. But I only think he got like 50 or 60 yards in the game. He wasn't that big of a factor.
yeah.
Titans looked very flat in that game.
Yeah, they need
Landmine.
some spirit boost, I think.
Yeah, so they traded their best wide receiver away. Doesn't matter. Derrick Henry's their entire fucking offense.
Yeah. They'll be fine. They'll cry a little bit,
Yep.
but that's too bad.
They're Titans, man.
Remember them? Do you remember them?
Yeah, just like
Yeah.
the Alamo.
You know the Raiders'
That was
last
the
playoff game or playoff win was against the Titans.
Oh yeah.
AFC Championship in 2002.
When was the last win now?
That was the last time the Raiders won a playoff game. When we went to the Super Bowl.
2002?
2002 was our last playoff win.
Are you
20
serious?
years ago?
That was the year we went to the Super Bowl.
20 years ago.
Oh,
Guys, come
Oh,
on. You
but
gotta
we
do
stomped the Titans in Oakland. It was
The
awesome.
last time the Raiders won the Super Bowl was in like 1980 something.
83.
Yeah.
guys, come on. You got to do
They-
stadium. Come on.
Here, so that Super Bowl was special for the Raiders because they were supposed to lose by like 10. They weren't the favorites. They were going up against the other Redskins, and they were like, they were
Whoa, the what? Sorry?
the Washington Redskins.
Oh,
I can say that.
yeah, sorry.
But they were the best team in football. They were like 15-1 or 14-2 or something
Whoa,
like that, and they
wow.
were mowing over everybody. They beat the Montana Niners like they were nothing. They were
The
stomping.
Montana Niners.
Yes.
excuse me?
It was like it was the year
Joe
after
Montana.
Yeah, it was
Okay. I was like, say fucking what, Cyrus?
sorry, no, but it was the year after the Niners won their first Super Bowl.
Yeah, okay.
And it was like the beginning of the Montana Niners era. And
Yeah.
it was like, oh my God, the Redskins were super good. They were coming straight off the heels of a Super Bowl win too. Or it was like 1 or
Brandon,
2 years after.
You didn't know that the Niners were in Montana for
Fucking mind fuck, dude.
No,
Not
that's
me.
right. So the Redskins won the Super Bowl the year before, and they were going to go back to back because they were going to play the Raiders, and they were like, "Oh, the LA Raiders. Who gives a shit about them? We're the best team in football, clearly."
Uh-huh.
By a long shot.
The Raiders won 38-9. They
What the fuck?
They beat the ever-loving dog shit out of Washington. It wasn't even funny. The Raiders beating the Redskins. It's like history repeating itself.
Oh,
But that was the Raiders' last Super Bowl.
let that sink in.
But yeah, if you ever talk to anybody that's like a history buff when it comes to like the NFL and shit like that, Washington was supposed to win that game.
Huh.
It was like
They got paid off.
It was like the Falcons were supposed to win that Super Bowl.
Wild.
The Falcons were favored before that game too, because they had the number one offense. Matt Ryan was MVP for a reason. He was lighting it up.
Yeah.
And then Tom Brady said, "Okay, now I'm gonna play football."
My favorite thing that anybody's ever said is there's a guy on YouTube who runs a show on Secret Base. It's like a sports channel where they like run a bunch of stats.
Mhm.
He's a statistician, and his name is John Boy. He's the guy that came up with Scoregami.
Score.
Oh, okay.
He's the guy that invented it, and he came out with a 7-part series about the Atlanta Falcons, and he did an 1.5-hour video on Super Bowl 51 alone, and talked about the game and how absurd it was, how bad the Falcons were beating the Patriots, and how awful their fourth quarter collapse was.
Huh.
Basically, he put up their score chart of their probability to win at the beginning of the fourth quarter, and he's like, "Look at these numbers. Those are Lysol numbers."
Those are Lysol.
He called them Lysol numbers. I was like, "Oh my God!"
Wow.
So every
Kills
time
99.9% bacteria.
yeah, the Falcons had a 99.6% chance of winning the Super Bowl in the fourth quarter.
Whoop,
they
99.9% of
that
that
1% came back.
The 0.4%
Yeah.
happened.
What?
It's like getting corona from that 0.4% of germs.
The way that it was explained was the Falcons all season, the amount of times that they had 4 consecutive drives end without them scoring, like either kicking a field goal or scoring a touchdown, twice in the entire season. That includes the 16 games, the 3 playoff games they played. Or no, they only played 2 playoff games. They played 3 playoff games because they were the 3rd seed, I thought. I don't remember.
I don't remember. Yes,
I don't remember what seed they were 11-5 that year, but I think that was good enough to. No, the Cowboys were number 1 because they were at 13-3 under Dak. That was Dak's first year.
Oh.
I forget what seed the Falcons were, but they beat the Seahawks because that was when Russell Wilson fell over in the end zone for a safety. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah.
He tripped on his lineman and he just kind of fell backwards, staring at the ceiling. It was fucking hilarious. But all their playoff games, the regular season and that Super Bowl, twice they had 4 consecutive drives that didn't end in a score. The 3rd time that happened, the fourth quarter in that Super Bowl.
Beautiful.
Wow.
It was literally something that just didn't happen for them. They basically picked the worst time to be the worst football team ever. And all they had to do was kick a field goal. All they had to do was make a defensive stop. All they had to do on offense was pick up a couple more first downs. The fact that they completely shut down on all 3 sides of football for a quarter cost them literally the Super Bowl.
The biggest game of their career.
People
Wow.
talk about 28-3 like that's something crazy, but the Patriots eventually scored their first touchdown at the end of the 3rd quarter. He reiterates, he's like 28-3 wasn't the best lead that the Falcons had in that game. It was 28-9 in the fourth quarter. They were leading that game 28-9 in the fourth.
Yeah.
And they allowed 19 straight points, which was a field goal and 2 touchdowns, converting on both 2-point conversions. The entire Atlanta Falcons football team just shut down for an entire quarter, and it was enough to cost them a game.
Shout out to the Falcons.
All they had to do was figure out how to play one phase of football. And then a bunch of freak shit happened, like with Julian Edelman making that fucking circus catch around those 3 Falcons defenders. Insane. All right, that's it. That's my football team.
All right.
Deshaun Watson.
Yeah.
That fucking scumbag. Hope the Browns lose every game this season.
Fuck them.
I mean, they've been doing that for a while now.
Yeah, but with Baker Mayfield, they were only up and up, and then they went and fucked that up by signing Deshaun Watson. Assholes. I'm not letting the Falcons off the hook. They were going to sign him. The only reason they didn't was because the Browns gave Watson more guaranteed money. So Falcons aren't off the hook, but
They dodged a bullet.
they dodged a bullet. They're not going to get all the hate that the Browns do. They aired a HBO special last week. You could find it on YouTube where some of the victims that are suing him are stepping up and they're talking about what happened and shit like that and why they're suing Deshaun Watson and stuff. And
Wait, why are they suing Deshaun Watson?
he's got so as of last week, he had 22 civil lawsuits against him for sexual assault. They're all masseuses. They're all massagers.
Oh my gosh.
And basically, they're all like, yeah, Deshaun Watson just likes to hire people to have them either just, have them force them to do weird things when they went into the massage booth. And most of them, I think like 18 of them were all like butthole related. Like they just like Deshaun Watson kept grabbing their hands and putting them on his butt.
What the fuck?
And shit like that.
That counts up to 23 or 24 now.
I'm getting to that. So what happened is basically Deshaun Watson's lawyers are like, oh, well, some of the women wanted to have sex with him afterwards and it was consensual. They're just mad about it now and shit like that. His lawyer's picking really weird defenses. After that interview came out last week with HBO where they're talking to the victims and then they played clips of Deshaun Watson and stuff like that, a 23rd victim is now suing him. And they're alleging that their massage parlor is over state lines, and that Deshaun Watson specifically paid them $5,000 to have her flown to Houston to perform like acts on him and shit like that.
What the fuck?
Which can reintroduce criminal charges because it's over state lines.
Wow.
That's insane. So if that has any validity to it, it could really bring in a whole world of hurt if they're able to prove it.
Deshaun Watson's nice knowing you.
I think it was yesterday or the day before, his lawyer was on a talk show and he said something crazy. He basically said that a happy ending at a massage parlor isn't necessarily illegal. That's what he said. And everyone's like, yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah, it is. What are you talking
just
about?
Fucking
No.
buried your client.
And after he said that, hours later.
The trick is you have to record it and then just pay them to let you record it. And then it's you shooting a porn, not...
His lawyer is picking a weird defense by basically just going, oh, yeah, he is a deviant, but it was legal.
Legally deviant.
Legally
deviant.
And then, they interviewed Deshaun Watson. He's like, no comment. I would never do anything of that sort. I haven't.
I'm just
I'm a
here
man
so
of faith. Yeah,
I'm just here so I won't get fined.
Generic excuses so that you can't, you basically aren't admitting to it because you got 23 counts. Hours after that dude said that on the radio, a 24th woman is now suing him.
Wow.
This guy just
It
does not
keeps
quit.
getting worse. And I was just reading just before I filmed the podcast. The NFL's finished its conclusion, and they said that they're going to reach a decision soon on what to do with Deshaun Watson.
Holy fuck.
So, I'm saying, like, if I were the league office, he's done for the season. Like, I would suspend him for the season and see what happens with these civil cases.
And then bring him back if he's fine.
That's...
I think if all these civil cases like go to court and they charge him on at least 5 of them, you got to throw him out of the league. I don't know what you can do as the NFL. The NFL wants to take it seriously with their.
If they charge him on one of them, he should be out of the fucking league.
Well, the problem with one of them is that there's NFL players that still come back from that type of shit.
Yeah.
And that's why they suspend him for the season. That's why I think they should preemptively suspend him for one season.
Yeah.
And then obviously if all the cases get thrown out, Deshaun's going to sue the NFL or whatever he's going to do. But, if like 5 of these cases come back, it's like, okay, obviously he set up a pattern.
Yeah.
Clearly. I mean, it's fucking ridiculous, and I can't believe the Browns are throwing everything this. And the thing that bothers me the most is like the head coach, not the head coach, but the owner of the team's like, yeah, we spoke to our wives and our daughters and stuff like that, and they're okay with it, and stuff like that. And it's like, are they?
What?
Why would you ask him about? Why would you?
Yeah, he specifically brought shit like that up. Yeah, the Browns. I have no sympathy for the Browns. They can go 0-17 for the next 10 years for all I care.
I hope they do.
Yeah,
They have been for the how
it's
shitty have they
disgusting.
been?
They're putting good football above morality, and it's because like I always come back to like the Raiders and stuff like that.
Yeah.
The Raiders hold themselves to a very high standard. I know that's why we let Gruden go, but
Shout out to Gruden.
a lot of questionable hires we've had in the
there.
past 4 seasons where Gruden's, he wanted to bring in a certain guy. Like I told you about Richie Incognito, where he got arrested at his dad's funeral because he wanted to cut his dad's head off.
Yeah.
And carried around with him, and he
Again, what?
people and stuff. Yeah, insane shit. But when he came back and played for the Raiders under Gruden, Gruden's like he went to therapy for a year. It's on track record, and he's a much nicer guy. And so while he was on the Raiders, he didn't do anything out of the
A
ordinary.
little sus.
Yeah, he didn't do anything that was detrimental to his character.
Right.
Why Gruden decided to bring him back in the first place, he put football above everything else, but he's like, this guy's rehabilitated. He had anger issues. He's worked that out.
Yeah. He made progress on making himself better.
But like questionable hires, and then he brought in Vontaze Burfict in 2019, who played 5 games, and he was suspended for the rest of the season after a helmet-to-helmet hit.
Right.
I don't know why we ever signed Burfict.
Yeah.
I fucking hated him when he was on the Bengals. I hated when he was on the Raiders, and then he gets suspended for the season. I'm like, okay, I still don't like this guy.
Yeah. Way
He's
to
a
go.
problem. Yeah. Good Raider though. John Madden is gonna grace the cover of the next Madden NFL game.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
They're putting him back on the cover.
Good for him.
It looks wonderful.
R.I.P.
Yep.
Yeah, it's a great tribute. The on the right side of the cover is thanks coach.
Oh, what?
Yeah.
That's so cool.
Yeah, I thought it was a wonderfully put together cover, and
Madden was last on the game in 2000.
Wow.
Because
Really?
because when it was Madden football, he would be the guy on the cover. Up until about 2000, they were like, "Oh, let's put a cover athlete on there." And if you don't remember Eddie George, who was a running back for the Titans, he was the very first Madden cover star.
for
Which,
02?
which Madden is it going to be?
2000,
For 2000.
Madden 2000. If you look at Madden NFL 2000, Eddie George is on it.
Okay.
They're doing
Yep.
the next Madden game's gonna be the All Madden edition.
Right.
Right. That's going to be great.
I'm
That's
not-
going to be wonderful.
I'm gonna get a used copy because I still don't think EA deserves my money.
No.
Right.
But I want a copy of that game because I always said if a Raider player gets on it, I kind of want it because I'm like, oh, there's a Raiders player on it. This is
It's
probably-
collectible, man.
It'd be cool if they had
Th-
one of the covers
This
had
just in, Amber Heard's net worth is negative $6 million.
funny. The cool thing about John Madden is on one of the covers of the game, they're putting the one where the players are lifting them up. That was just after the Raiders won their first Super Bowl. So it'd be cool if they use that photo on the cover of the game because then you'll have like Raider helmets and the
Yeah,
cover
yeah.
and shit like that. So that'd be cool.
You should send him a letter.
Yeah, I should.
Send him a nice little, nicely worded email saying,
Mhm.
please.
The only Raider in the last 25 years that we've had that deserves to be on a cover was probably Charles Woodson.
I was going to say.
Yeah, I think he was the only person that ever deserved to be on it. But every year they like to put the Super Bowl winner or whoever was the MVP.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
Because he's the best player in the league right now.
I still think the coolest cover was when they had Palomalu and Fitzgerald on 2010. Because the Steelers and Cardinals were in the Super Bowl that year.
Right.
It was both of them on the.
On the cover, yeah.
Hell yeah.
Offense versus defense, yeah. It was pretty cool.
They should sell posters of just their covers. You
They're
find
probably
them
like
to.
pre-order bonuses or they give them away at kind of conventions.
At
and shit.
coins.
A coins. You want to get your coins?
That'd be cool.
I like a big John Madden poster. Yeah. Fuck the Browns.
Fuck Browns.
Stupid Browns. It's your owners. I don't hate the fans. I hate the owners and the coaches that are all like, yeah, we're just going to overlook this.
They don't know football.
True.
Damn it. They
Yeah.
don't know football.
And that's not even getting into the whole Baker Mayfield situation.
Oh, no.
We love you, Baker. He's a man of the people. All right, now we're just fucking around.
Yeah.
All right.
We just tweedling and fucking and, 127.
That was a good sesh.
Yeah.
Good
All right,
session,
wrap it
D.
up.
I'll be sure to.
Ah. Well, thank you, everybody, for tuning in to the Cobb Brothers broadcast. If you want to see more of us, subscribe to our channel and watch the other videos. You can find our links on our link tree, and then we'll go to all the links.
Thank you. That was beautiful.
Yeah.
That's
that was
exactly what we needed.
wonderful. All right, guys. We'll see you next week. Toodaloo.
Have
Goodbye,
a good one,
everybody.
everybody.
Bye.
In the sense that your mind isn't sticky. You don't harbor grievances. You don't be attached to the past. You go with it, with life. Life is flowing all the time. That is the Tao, the flow of life. You are going along with it whether you want to or not. You're like people in a stream. You can swim against the stream, but you'll still be moved along by it. And all you'll do is wear yourself out in futility. But if you swim with the stream, the whole strength of the stream is yours. Of course, the difficulty that so many of us have is finding out which way the stream is going. But suddenly, as it goes, all the past vanishes, the future has not yet arrived. And there is only one place to be, which is here and now.